Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Chattanooga, Tennessee, the campus of Macaulay School. You're watching the EYBL Scholastic Division on League Ready. I'm David Eastman here with you. Game one of the Dr. Pepper Classic, featuring the Oak Hill Warriors from Mouth of Wilson, Virginia, and the St. James Academy Strivers out of Springfield, Virginia. Just about ready for play. We'll give you the starting lineups momentarily. Jump ball goes to the Warriors. Going left to right, wearing the home whites, Strivers in the navy blue. Up top is Corbett with the ball. That's the center of Qual 21. Looking down inside, Johnson, the freshman. Turnaround, 12-footer is short. Rebound claimed by Joe Nunez. Here come the Strivers. Nunez at the point. Trades places with Judah Bontemps. Rotation around to Nunez on the far side of the court. Looking for a back screen, nothing there. Emmanuel Kamara pops out. Drive there by Bontemps, cut off, looking for some help. Finds it from Swan. Three on the way, it's good. Jada Swan. 6'6" senior on the board, 3-0 Strivers. Coming back quickly the other direction, Oak Hill. Cut off, 8-foot turnaround is short by Mbako. Here come the Strivers, quickly the other direction. To the basket, lays it up, and good. That is Jacoby Briscoe. 6'6" winged junior out of Washington, D.C. 5 points on the board early for the Strivers. Crossover dribble by Corbett. Stops in the lane, wild shot, and there's a foul, but they called the bucket good. However, I think the ball hit the support above the backboard. So there should be two shots. It is going to be two shots. Corbett will go to the line, 6'4" senior. First free throw is up and rattles out. David Johnson, Corey Corbett, Ethan Mbako, L.J. Smith, and Qual for the Warriors. For the Strivers, Joe Nunez, Jada Swan, Judah Bontemps, Jacoby Briscoe, and Emmanuel Kamara. Long rebound comes out to Mbako. Resets the offense with Corbett. Man-to-man defense by the Strivers. Johnson back to Qual. Long three on the way. Back iron, no good from Smith, and here come the Strivers. Swan leading the break. To the basket, lays it up, and in. Swan with 5 quick points, took the big fella to the basket. And it's an early 7-0 lead for the Strivers. Changing places. Out top with Smith. There's a three on the way, and it's good. Ethan Mbako. 7-3, now the Strivers leading. If you're watching at home, we are working on the scoreboard connection, so I'll do my best to give you the updated scores. Just underway here, game one of the Dr. Pepper Classic. Behind the back dribble, 14-footer. No good. Oak Hill on the run out and stolen back by the Strivers. Here comes Bontemps. Top of the key, into the lane. He's fouled from behind. That's Qual.
Number 21, Qual. His
First foul on Qual, the 6'11" senior. Strivers from under the basket. Back out front to Nunez. Nunez, crossover dribble. Pulls up from 19. Back iron, no good. Rebound tap to Corbett. Here come the Warriors. Corbett into the lane, pulls up. No good. Qual with the rebound, and he stepped on the line. Good hustle there by the senior, but came down on the end line when he grabbed the rebound. Then the ball goes back to the Strivers. 7-3 your score. It's 7-2 on the scoreboard, but I think they did signal a 3-point goal for Oak Hill. 5:22 remaining in quarter number one. Junior Bontemps across the timeline. He's guarded by Corbett. Man-to-man also for the Warriors. High screen by Kamara. Dribble drive into the lane, knocked away. 16-footer, no good by Swan, and here come the Warriors. Mbako and Smith both in the top 10 in the league points per game. Crossover again. Dribble drive cut off, back out front. And Baco in the lane. And whistle and a foul. Looks like they're going to get Swan.
Strivers foul, number 1, Swan. His
First foul on Jada Swan, second on the Strivers. And so senior Ethan Mbako goes to the line to shoot 2. Mbako committed to play his college basketball up the road in Nashville for the Vanderbilt Commodores. He's good on the first free throw. Second free throw coming. 7-4 your score, 4:48 in quarter number 1. Second free throw from Mbako on the way. It's good. 5 points for him. In fact, he has all 5 points for the Warriors thus far. Pressure by the Warriors. Here come the Strivers. They break it. Kamara to the basket. Qual probably got a hand on that shot. Certainly influenced it. And here comes O'Kill. Qual inside and taps it out of bounds. Corbett trying to catch the senior or the junior inside for a dunk and just unable to handle the pass, and a turnover on the inbounds pass. Goes back to the Warriors. Technically a traveling violation there on the inbounds play. Warriors under the basket. In the corner, 3-ball on the way, and good. And Mbako, he has all 8 points for the Warriors, and they've taken an 8-7 lead. Across the timeline, into the front court, Swan. Swinging around, decide to Bontemps. Looking for a screen. Instead goes in the corner to Briscoe. Briscoe, baseline, cut off, looking for some help. Back out front to Bontemps. Between the legs dribble to the basket. Up and under, and Qual got a piece of it. Knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Strivers. 8-7. Just over 4 minutes gone here, quarter number 1. And the 6'11" Qual has made his presence felt on the defensive end, certainly. And a shot clock violation. Ball will go back to the Warriors.
St. James Academy, number 3, Louis Carrillo-Moss.
Substitutions coming in for St. James. Louis Carrillo-Moss. For Oak Hill, 33, Kamario Sherman. And 0 is Cam Lawson. First subs of the game coming in. And Lawson, 5'10" senior, brings the ball up against Bontemps. 30-second clock is in operation. 3-ball in the way, back iron, no good. And Swan has it. Strivers across midcourt. Hesitation there by Carrillo-Moss, cut off. Triple team, ball on the deck. And traveling violation eventually called on Swan. A couple of Warriors defenders converged and apparently never got dual possession of the ball. The official calls a travel, and it's back to the Warriors. Just under 3.5 minutes to go in quarter number 1. 8-7, Oak Hill leading the St. James Academy. Pressure defense, almost a 5 count there. Back to Lawson. Lawson cut off, looking for some help. Back out front, Mbako. Dribble drive, spins, 6-footer, good. Mbako has all 10 points for the Warriors. 10-7. So St. James ran out to a 7-0 lead, and it's 10 points in a row. All coming courtesy of senior Ethan Mbako. Strivers trying to get back on the front foot offensively, and a 3-point goal by Judah Bontemps ties the score at 10. Just under 2.5 to go, quarter number 1. 10-10 is your score. Mbako cut off. Far side to Lawson in the corner. That's Smith. Dribble drive into the lane. Skip pass back to Smith. Crossover dribble. Awkward 3 to beat the shot clock, and he scores. Note Smith with about 3 seconds on the shot clock. Shot a three-pointer off 1 foot. It's good, and the Warriors retake the lead at 13-10. Just under 2 minutes to go, and a foul on Mbako.
His first, team second.
First on Mbako, second on the Warriors. Swan triggers the ball in from the far side of the court. Into the corner to Bontemps. Step back three on the way, good. A pair of triples for him. He has 6 points. And we are all knotted up at 13. Crossover dribble by Smith. Cut off. Long three on the way is bouncing in. Boy, friendly roll. Second three-pointer for Smith. And the Warriors retake the lead. Double team out top. And a kickball is going to go back to the Warriors. Warriors have been in man-to-man, and that time they sprung the trap on Bontemps.
Number 15,
forcing the turnover. Into the game for the first time is Diego Rojas Joy, wearing number 15 for the Strivers. And he draws Cam Lawson. Screen coming from Mbako. Mbako has it, looking inside. Trying to get the entry pass, they do. That's Sherman, the 7'1" junior, goes up with the left hand, and he's fouled.
St. James foul, number 3, Moss, his first, team third.
Moss called for the foul. And that will send Sherman to the line to shoot two. First free throw on the way. Back iron, no good for Sherman.
Entering for the St. James Academy, number 23, Joel Kabugi.
Joel Kabugi comes in, the 6'5" junior.
Number 33, Kamario Sherman.
Sherman with the second of two free throws. 16-13, the Warriors lead. Just over a minute to go in quarter number one. Sherman toes the line. Second free throw on the way. And it rattles out. 0 for 2 for the junior. And knocked out of bounds. We've seen Oak Hill pick up the defensive pressure in the second half of this first quarter, and it has yielded some dividends defensively with some turnovers and forcing some bad passes. The Strivers now on the offensive end. Dribble drive, baseline, cut off. Skip pass to the corner, all the way back out top to Rojas Joy. Swan has it. His pass to Rojas Joy. Dribble drive cut off. Into the corner, open three on the way from Swan. Back iron, no good. Right as the shot clock expired, rebound to the Strivers, and they will reset the offense. Shot clock resets to 30 in high school basketball. Rojas Joy, 6-foot senior out of Bowie, Maryland. He's got it. Left-hand three-point shot on the way. Back iron, no good. And dunk attempt by Kabugi, no good. But Carrillo Moss cleans it up. His first basket. And we are under 10 seconds to go in quarter number one. 5 seconds to go. Mbako knocked away, and that'll do it for quarter number one. The Warriors unable to get off a shot in the final seconds. 8 minutes in the books. It's Oak Hill 16, St. James Academy 15. Back at the McCauley School in Chattanooga, Tennessee, Dr. Pepper Classic. Second quarter underway between the Oak Hill Warriors and the St. James Academy Strivers. 16-15, the Warriors lead after one. They're led by Ethan Mbako, who exploded in the first quarter for 10 points. Strivers looking for the open shot. Baseline jumper on the way. Good from Joe Nunez. Nunez, 6'5" junior out of Queens, on the board. And 17-16. Here's your score. St. James jumped out to a 7-0 lead. The Warriors came back and took the lead, and now St. James goes out in front again by one. Looking inside of the big fella, and traveling violation on Sherman. Tried to go to the basket, shuffled his feet in the estimation of the official. Head coach doesn't agree, but that is the call. Corey Corbett comes in for Oak Hill, along with number 11, and I will admit I do not have a number 11 on my roster. I'll try to figure out who number 11 is for the Warriors. Strivers working against his own look now. Baseline cutoff, Rojas Joy back up front. Skip pass in the corner. Nunez moving the ball quickly. Awkward drive cut off, and here come the Warriors. Work on getting the identity of mystery man number 11. My apologies for that. We just didn't have him on our roster. Warriors working left to right again in the quarter. Trailing by one, inside the big fella. Goes up, shot is blocked by Carrillo Moss. Here come the Strivers in transition. All the way to the basket is Joel Kabugi. Qual was back defensively, and Kabugi took off early, completes the layup, and lead goes to 3 now, and ball's knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay here. St. James wanted the turnover, but it'll stay with the Warriors. Briscoe comes back in. Bontemps comes back in as well. And 35, Emmanuel Kamara. Sub coming in for the Warriors is number 5, Jaden Newell. 3-pointer on the way, good. Mbako, he has 3 triples already in the game, 12 points for him. Knotted up at 19. Just under 6 minutes to remaining in quarter number 2. Between the legs dribble by Bontemps, cut off. Blocked by Qual. Don't have the official stats on blocks. He's a couple of blocks, but certainly a couple of shots that he has altered with his presence in the middle. And inbounds pass hit the end line. It'll go back to the Warriors. Second turnover in the game for the Strivers on inbounds plays. And Corey Corbett leads the Warriors across midcourt, marked by Briscoe. There's Mbako, double team in the corner. Spins for 3, and let's see what the call is.
Strivers foul, number 11, Briscoe. His first, team first.
Number 11 is identified as Briscoe, so the shot does not first time tonight. All knotted up again. The 5-minute mark in quarter number 2. Inside the Qual, he is fouled on the push. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Good look there by Mbako, catching Qual going to the basket. Kamara with the shove. That's his first foul. Second in the quarter against the Strivers. And the 6'11" senior, Qual, will go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw bounces off, no good.
Entering from Oak Hill Academy, number 4, LJ.
LJ Smith, the junior, comes back in.
Warriors, number 21, Qual.
And Jada Swan.
For the St.
returns for the Strivers. Second free throw. On the way from Qual. Bounces off, no good. Here come the Strivers. Baseline drive, and they're going to get the offensive foul on Briscoe. Qual got there defensively. Briscoe lowered the shoulder and went right through the defender. Offensive foul goes back to the Warriors. Under 5 minutes to go, quarter number 2, Oak Hill and St. James tied at 21. Game 1 of the Dr. Pepper Classic here at the McCauley School in Chattanooga. Hesitation, Smith to the basket. Well, it could have been any number of calls there, a foul or potentially goaltending. I thought the ball was up on the backboard before Kamara grabbed it, but no call, and Briscoe hits his first three-pointer of the night. He's got 5 points, and the Strivers retake the lead. That's Corbett, closely guarded by Briscoe, and a traveling violation gives the ball back to the Strivers. Joel Kabugi returns. For St. James and for Oak Hill, it's David Johnson.
Number 1, David Johnson.
Approaching the 4-minute mark in quarter number 2, there's a steal and a foul. Briscoe with the steal, and Bontemps fouls him to prevent the easy basket.
St. James foul, number 5, Bontemps, his first. It is the 4th team foul of the period.
4th team foul against the Strivers. Oak Hill works it into Smith, 24-21. St. James in navy blue leading the Oak Hill Warriors in white. Alley-oop, and the ball gets lodged in the side of the basket. They were looking for Johnson, and John Zito from the Warriors looking for the foul, but no call. Alternate possession will stay with the Warriors. Smith will trigger it in from under the basket. And knocked away, turnover back to the Strivers. Coming in the direction, it's Swan. Into the lane, and he is fouled on the way to the basket by L.J. Smith.
Number 4, Smith, his first, team first.
First on Smith, first on the Warriors. Coach Zito unhappy with that sequence of events from the officiating perspective.
St. James Academy Strivers. Number 15,
Diego Rojas Joy returns. He replaces Bontemps. The 3:51 mark in quarter number 2. The Strivers trying to inbound the ball. They get it out to Kabugi. Nunez resets the offense. Double team. Kabugi. Top of the key. Swan lets go a 3. Back iron no good. Rebound goes to L.J. Smith. Smith working against Kabugi. Across the timeline. It's a screen from Qual. Give and go. Qual to the basket. And a block. That was Swan. Got his hand on it. And now a turnover. Kabugi picks up the loose ball. And I believe they're going to get Kamara on the hold. It is Emmanuel Kamara, his second. 3:16 mark, quarter number 2, 24-21. St. James leading Oak Hill. So we're going to shoot 2 free throws. Team foul number 5. That puts the Warriors into the penalty. And Qual, 6'11" senior to the line. 2 points on the night, 0 for 2 from the line. First free throw rolls in.
At the line for the Oak Hill Academy Warriors, number 21, Kowal.
Qual thus far has offers from the likes of Alabama, Hampton, and Stetson. Second free throw on the way, good. 4 points for him. 24-23, the Strivers by 1, full court pressure. Cross-court pass to Nunez. And, they're going to get Briscoe from behind with the push.
Oak Hill Academy foul number 11, McGloin. His first, team second.
Under the basket to Swan, all the way back up front to Kabugi. Also guarded by Briscoe. Into the lane. 10-footer with the left hand. Off the backboard and in. Diego Rojas, his first basket. Quickly the other way. Turnover. Here come the Strivers again, led by Nunez. Nunez, alley-oop to Kabugi. Couldn't handle it. Regains possession. Swan inside. The ball's on the deck, and here come the Warriors. L.J. Smith 1 against 3 to the basket and lays it in. Smith with 8 points. 2.5 minutes to go, 26-25, St. James turnover. Back to the Warriors. Briscoe to the basket, wild shot with the left hand, no good. In the corner, Nunez thought about it, cut off. Baseline, looking for some help. Qualls on him. He'll pull up for 3, good. Joe Nunez, his first three-pointer of the night, 5 points overall. Well, Nunez, the guard, was matched up that time with Quall, and the threat of the blow-by, Quall backed off, and Nunez hit the 3. Offensive foul. Here's Quall on an illegal screen, 3rd on the team, 2nd on Quall. Back into the game for the Warriors is 33, Kamario Sherman. We're at the 1:57 mark of quarter number 2. 29-25. St. James Academy Strivers leading the Oak Hill Warriors. Bontemps across the timeline, stolen away. Here goes Mbako to the basket, and harassed on the dunk and unable to score, and coming back the other way quickly are the Strivers. Credit Swan, who hustled down and got a hand on that attempted dunk. Back out to Diego Joy, correction. Quick passing out to the front for a 3, top of the key, good. That's Carrillo Moss, he has 5 points.
With a Striver 3.
Warriors setting up the offense now. Inside, knocked away from Sherman. 32-25, 7-point advantage for the St. James Academy. So we have just been told that number 11 for Oak Hill is Zion McGlone. My apologies. McGlone is wearing number 11, tipped on the inbounds play, and the Strivers recover the ball on the turnover. Bontemps looks into Nunez, quick pass intended for Carrillo Moss, who can't handle it, and it goes back to Oak Hill. So Zion McGlone, number 11, who I am told was the winner earlier of the slam dunk contest here at the Dr. Pepper Classic. Under a minute to go, quarter number 2. 7-point advantage for the Strivers. Mbake turns and scores. Mbako has really been the offense for the Warriors here in the first half. About a 6-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. 3 ball on the way, back iron, no good. Here comes Oak Hill. Trying to find the big fella, Sherman, and knocked away from him. St. James coach Book Richardson looking for a call, but the ball stays with Oak Hill under the basket. Under 15 seconds to go. L.J. Smith has it. Cut off, double team, and they're going to get a reaching foul on Carrillo Moss.
St. James foul, number 3, Moss, his second.
Second on him. That will send Smith to the line, the junior. Verbal commit to Ohio State.
Oak Hill Academy, number 4, L.J.
Comes into this game number 4 in the conference in point per game average. First free throw on the way from him is good. 9 points for him. And off the bench, Jaden Newell and Cam Lawson back in for the Warriors. Second free throw also rattles in. 32-29, St. James. Under 10 to go. Nunez at the far side of the court. Loses possession, and a turnover goes back to Oak Hill. 4.1 seconds remaining. Substitution for St. James is Kabugi. Triggered in, Smith. Quickly across the timeline. He will pull up for a long three off balance. No good. And that'll do it for the first half. 2 quarters in the books. And St. James leads Oak Hill by a score of 32-29. Game 1 of the Dr. Pepper Classic, the 11th annual Dr. Pepper Classic. Welcome back to Chattanooga, Tennessee, the campus of Macaulay School. Student Activity Center for Game 1 of the Dr. Pepper Classic, the 11th annual Dr. Pepper Classic, featuring Oak Hill Academy out of Virginia and St. James Academy. Halftime score, St. James 32, Oak Hill 29. Let's go through the scoring. First of all, for the Strivers from St. James Academy, they're led in scoring by Judah Bontemps with 6. 5 points each for Joe Nunez, Jada Swan, Louis Carrillo Moss, Jacoby Briscoe. 2 points each for Diego Rojas Joy, Joel Kabugi, and Emmanuel Kamara. 29 points for the Oak Hill Warriors at halftime. They are led in scoring by senior Ethan Mbako with 15, LJ Smith with 10, and senior Qual with 4. So 3 players on the score sheet thus far. Matchup between 2 teams with very different histories. Oak Hill Academy goes back to 1878. A Baptist-affiliated secondary boarding school, and a long list of notable NBA players. The likes of Rod Strickland and Jerry Stackhouse and so many more. The St. James Performance Academy, founded in 2024, opened as an innovative college prep sports academy, and they joined the Nike EYBL Scholastic League in May of last year. Coming into tonight, the Strivers are 1-6 in the conference, 1-1 in the Eastern Division. Warriors 3-4 in the conference overall, 0-2 in the Eastern Division. Ready for play. The Strivers in the navy blue going left to right in half number 2. Briscoe being guarded by Smith. Pair of big-time commits there. In the corner, Swan, crossover dribble, baseline, cut off, looking for some help. Gets it inside to Kamara. Kamara, 6-footer over Qual, no good. Rebound, Swan up with the left hand, no good. Tapped out, and here comes Smith. Midcourt, gets it over to Mbako. Mbako, dribble drive, 6-footer off the backboard, no good. Swan comes the other way. 3-on-2 for the Strivers, up with the left hand, lays it in. Judah Swan with 7 points. Now the leading scorer for the Strivers. And they take a 34-29 lead. Qual gets it to Smith. Smith between the legs dribble. 5-star LJ Smith. Mentioned verbally committed to Ohio State. Corbett in the lane. Athletic shot, no good. Qual tries to get the rebound and saves it back into Kamara. Here come the Strivers. On the break. And Swan is going to be fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Mbako whistled for his second foul. First of the second half. It'll be 2 shots for Swan. This will actually be the first free throw attempt. And actually we have a apparently considered a intentional foul. So Swan hits the first. They call the intentional foul there. Second free throw rattles out. 1 out of 2 for Swan. But because it is the intentional foul call, the ball will stay here with the Strivers under the basket.
Bench warning on Oak Hill Academy.
And a bench warning against Coach Zito from Oak Hill. Scoreboard showing 34-29. I believe it should be 35. Swan scored the first of those 2 free throws. I'm sure they'll get that sorted out at the scoring table. Swan out front. Drive, cut off in the corner, looking to Bontemps. Back out front to Briscoe. Briscoe, dribble drive, cut off. Swan thought about it. 5 on the shot clock. And they're going to get Mbako with the reach.
Warrior foul number 3, Mbako. His third.
That is his third.
Second team foul.
And one of the assistant coaches for the Strivers pointing out the scoring discrepancy on the board, and he is correct. It should be 35. Now it's corrected. 6:16 remaining, quarter number 3, 35-29. Bontemps in the lane against Qual, trying to find some help. Back out front, long 3 on the way, bouncing off, no good from Briscoe. Rebound by Bontemps. being guarded by Quall. Brings it out front, resets the offense. 23 on the shot clock. Dribble drive. Swan, 3 on the way, back iron. Oh, and it sticks. Second time we've seen the ball become lodged between the basket and the backboard. Diego Rojas Joy returning for the Strivers. He replaces Bontemps, who leaves limping to the bench. And Corbett, the senior, brings the ball up. He's guarded by Nunez across the timeline. Under 6 minutes to go, quarter number 3. Smith being guarded by Diego Rojas Joy. In the lane, Mbako up with it and scores. 17 for Ethan Mbako. 35-31. Oak Hill back within 4. And they're going to get Briscoe with the push.
St. James Academy offensive foul.
Offensive foul, signaled a blocking foul, but
his 3rd personal.
I think it would be more correctly a pushing foul on Briscoe. Here come the Warriors. Corbett across the timeline. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson for Smith. Smith off the screen, resets the offense. He's guarded by Briscoe. Crossover dribble, Quall with the screen. Smith pulls up from 17, rattles in. It stays down. 12 points for Smith. Under 5 to go, quarter number 3. 35-33, Warriors back within 2, double team. In the corner, Briscoe let the 3 go. Front iron, no good. Rebound claimed and blocked. Swan had a shot blocked, and Briscoe goes up with it, and he is fouled. Jacoby Briscoe will go to the line to shoot 2.
Number 21, Quall, his 3rd personal.
Quall whistled for foul number 3. Coach Zito giving some instructions to his senior guard, Mbako. Briscoe's first free throw is good.
Entering for Oak Hill Academy, number 0, Cam Lawson.
Cam Lawson coming back in. Briscoe, the junior, 4-star. Class of 27, ranked 35th at his position nationally. Offers from the likes of Mississippi State, Villanova, Virginia Tech, Cal, Oklahoma. Oklahoma State. Second free throw also good.
Entering for the St. James Academy, number 23, Joel Kabugi.
Kabugi comes back in. Under 4.5 to go, 37-33, and that is going to be a turnover. Lawson lost control of the dribble, and the ball will go back to the Strivers. Quarter number 3, 37-33. Ball comes into Swan, guarded by Mbako. Carrillo Moss, baseline drive cut off. Finds Nunez. Nunez cut off, looks for some help. Back out to Swan. 17-footer, bouncing off and no good, and they're going to get a foul on.
Warrior foul number 4, Smith.
Smith.
His 2nd, team 4.
LJ Smith commits his 2nd foul. Team foul number 4, and the Strivers take the ball into the basket. Nunez drives in the lane, no good, and their foul will go the other direction, and it's going to be an over the back on Swan.
Striver foul number 1, Swan. His 2nd is the 2nd team foul.
Second team foul on the Strivers in the quarter. Just under 4 to go in quarter number 3. 4 points is the differential. The Strivers leading the Warriors. LJ Smith gets it to Mbako. He's tripped by Nunez.
Number 0, Nunez. His 2nd, team 3rd.
Third foul on the Strivers, first on Nunez. Smith working man-to-man against Nunez. Off the screen, Mbako. They trade places. Mbako, crossover dribble, squirts away. Smith regains possession. He'll pull up for a long three. Back iron, no good. Rebound by Lawson. Lawson finds Quall. Mbako. Mbako with a 22-footer. No good. Rebound by Smith under the basket. And he stepped on the line. It'll go back to the Strivers. Four-point differential. Quickly coming the other direction is Carrillo Moss. He's cut off and finds open Rojas Joy, who misses on the three. Cam Lawson with a rebound. Across the timeline into the lane. In the corner, three ball no good, and put back by Quall, no good. Good hustle there by Lawson, who knocks it off Nunez, and the ball will stay with Oak Hill. Timeout by St. James Academy at the 2:57 mark in quarter number 3. Your score is 37-33. You are watching the EYBL Scholastic League on League Ready. Back here at the McCauley School in Chattanooga, Dr. Pepper Classic, game 1 between Oak Hill and St. James Academy. 37-33 your score, just under 3 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Game 1 of 8 in this overall competition, a 2-day event here in Chattanooga. We'll talk more about that momentarily, but Lawson triggers the ball into Smith. Smith resets the offense. Mbako with a 3. Front iron, no good. Nunez looks ahead to Kabugi, out of bounds. We mentioned this is game 1, Oak Hill St. James at 7 o'clock. The home team, the McCauley Blue Tornado, will face La Lumiere out of Indiana. That game will not be broadcast. Back here tonight at approximately 9 o'clock, it'll be a top 10 matchup. Montverde out of Florida against Spire Academy out of Ohio, number 6 against number 1. That will complete day 1 of the Dr. Pepper Classic. Slam dunk contest earlier today, up and under. Lawson, his first points of the day. It's won by Zion McGlone from Oak Hill. And we'll talk about a full day of basketball tomorrow. We'll talk about it right now following the turnover as Rojas Joy comes back in along with Briscoe. Tomorrow at noon, it'll be the girls' preparatory school that is the sister school to McCauley. They will play at noon against local rival Boyd Buchanan. We'll have the 2 o'clock game between La Lumiere out of Indiana and this Oak Hill Academy Warriors team. 4 o'clock, Montverde out of Florida will face Boyd Buchanan, the local team from here in Chattanooga. Traveling violation gives the ball back to the Strivers. At 6 o'clock will be the Weigel's 3-point contest. And then approximately 6:30 will be our final broadcast of the weekend. Spire Academy against the St. James Academy at 6:30. That time's approximate, right after the 3-point contest. And then things finish up tomorrow night with the home team, the McCauley Blue Tornado, facing local rival Tyner High School. A lot of basketball in 2 days here in Chattanooga. Nice spin move, lost control, and a traveling violation on Carrillo Moss. Briscoe Lott at Carrillo Moss picked it up, tried to go to the basket, and whistled for the traveling violation. Under 2 minutes to go. 37-35 is your score. Quall has it. Spins to the left hand, drives to the basket, lays it in, and a foul.
Quall with an Oak Hill basket.
Foul is going to be on Carrillo Moss.
His third, team fourth.
That's 3 on him.
For the Strivers, number 35, Emmanuel
4 on the Strivers. Kamara comes back in, and Qual will go to the line. 6 points on the night, 2 out of 4 at the free throw line, and a whistle. Thought we were ready for the free throws. I think there was some kind of a scoreboard issue. Sorted out, so Qual to the line, 6'11" senior out of Savannah, Georgia. Free throw on the way, good.
And 1 for Qual.
7 points for him, 3 out of 5 at the stripe tonight. Full court trapping pressure from the Warriors. Ball on the deck. Picked up across the timeline by Nunez. There's Briscoe to the basket, lays it up and in. Jacoby Briscoe has 9 points. Quickly come the Warriors, back the other direction. Johnson to Qual. Bembako back to Qual to the basket, lays it up with the left hand, and good. Nice pass, 9 points for Qual. 1 minute mark. The Warriors have retaken a lead at 40-39. Into the lane, left-hand shot blocked by Qual. The Warriors in the run out. Qual to the basket, lays it up and in. Boy, Qual has suddenly come alive with 7 points in about the last minute and a half. And the Warriors lead by 3. Briscoe in the lane, off his foot. Here comes Lawson the other direction, up with the right hand. And the senior Cam Lawson has 4 points. 44-39. All of a sudden, the Warriors have opened up a 5-point advantage. Shot clock is off, under 20 to go. Double team and a foul. I think Qual may have just picked up foul number 4. He has. Boy, Qual came out to be part of the double team, but that's a foul about 40 feet from the basket. Not the foul that John Zito wants at that point, especially with Qual suddenly coming alive on the offensive end of the floor. Bontemps will go to the line. He has 6 points in the first half. First free throw, back iron, no good.
Entering for Oak Hill Academy, number 11, Zion McGlone.
Zion McGlone comes back in for the Warriors. And Jada Swan returns for the St. James Academy. Second free throw on the way from Bontemps is good. 1 out of 2, 7 points for him. And a timeout called by Oak Hill. It is a 30-second timeout at the 13-second mark in quarter number 3. 44-40. Oak Hill leads by 4. They trailed by 3 at half. And really, the third quarter has been the Qual show. Senior out of Savannah with 7 points, including a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Ignited this Oak Hill attack. And the Strivers probably holding for the last shot to try to draw closer to head into quarter number 4. Qual we mentioned with offers from the likes of Alabama, Hampton, and Stetson. Size at 6'11". In the first half, had some difficulty with a couple of fairly difficult passes that were sent his direction, but he has calmed down in quarter number 3. And then unfortunately for him and the Warriors, following that little awesome offensive explosion, he picked up foul number 4, so he will stay on the bench for the Warriors. Inbounds to Smith. Smith working against Rojas Joy. Under 10 to go. Shot clock not a factor. Between the legs dribble, Smith drives in the lane, lays it in. Smith with 14. And Strivers wanted an offensive foul, but none forthcoming. 3 quarters in the books. It's 46-40. Oak Hill leading Strivers. Back for the final 8 minutes on League Ready, the EYBL Scholastic League. Back here in Chattanooga for quarter number 4 between Oak Hill Academy and the St. James Academy. St. James being led by junior Jacoby Briscoe, 4-star class of 27. Offers mentioned earlier, Mississippi State, Villanova, Virginia Tech, Cal, Oklahoma State, Arizona State, Bryant, and Fordham. In the lane, Bontemps. No good. Rebound comes the other way. That's Lawson. Finds Smith. Smith back out front for McGlone. Three-pointer. Back iron, no good. Tap back out to Lawson. Lawson resets the offense. Johnson with it. Back to the basket. Looking for Smith. Tight defense here by the Strivers. Smith will pull up from 22. Back iron, no good. Rebound comes the other direction. Swan to the basket. Up and under. Rolls off the iron, but claimed. That's Emmanuel Kamara. 4 points for him, the senior, 6'8" senior out of Orlando. 46-42, back to a 4-point advantage for the Warriors. Lawson to Johnson. Johnson hands it off to Mbako. He'll try a three. Quick release, rolls out, tapped up, and finally claimed by Kamara, but then Cam Lawson came around behind and got his hands in there and forced to tie up. Briscoe comes back in, and on the held ball situation, alternating possession goes to the Warriors. Lawson triggers it in. That's Johnson, 6'9" freshman. Looking for the return pass, nothing there. Mbako. Spinning, twisting, 12-footer off the iron, no good. Left-hand tap by McGlone. His first basket of the night. And the Warriors go back out front by 6, 48-42, approaching the 6-minute mark here in quarter number 4. The St. James Academy and Oak Hill on a turnover. Lawson on the breakout. Stripped away, nice defensive play and hustle there by Diego Rojas Joy, the 6-foot senior. Got back and slapped it away, and he's going to be replaced by Nunez. And Carrillo Moss also comes back in. Approaching the 6-minute mark. 3-ball in the way, no good. Lawson, no good. Johnson with a rebound, back out to Smith. Smith, baseline, cut off. Mbako, Johnson will try a long three. Back iron again, no good. And the Strivers trying to come away with a defensive rebound. They're going to get a foul. Carrillo Moss got his hands on it. And the foul is going to be, I think, on Mbako.
Oak Hill Academy foul number 3, Mbako, his 4th personal.
That is his 4th. So 4 on Mbako, 4 on Qual for the Warriors. Fouls becoming a factor here, and the sub came a little bit late, but they're going to allow it. Corbett comes back in, 6'4" senior out of Columbia, South Carolina. Corbett played at Ridgeview High School and won back-to-back state championships in the state of South Carolina before transferring to Oak Hill. Nunez. And they're going to get a kind of a chippy out front against Corbett, his first. Swan will trigger the ball in. Looking for Nunez on the curl. Return pass. Baseline drive, cut off. Looking for some help. 17-footer, no good by Carrillo Moss, and the Warriors claim the rebound. That's McGlone. Across the timeline. 5:15, clock rolling, 48-42. Oak Hill Warriors leading by 6. McGlone drives in the lane, tries to force his way through, and draws a foul.
Striver foul number 0, Nunez, his 3rd personal.
Joe Nunez picks up foul number 3. And McGlone will go to the line to shoot 2 at the 5:06 mark of quarter number 4. First free throw rattles in.
At the line,
3 points for McGlone.
Number 11, Zion McGlone.
Mentioned earlier, later tonight, approximately 9 p.m., top 10 national matchup, Montverde out of Florida and Spire Academy, the #1 ranked team in the country, will face off. We'll have that for you here. The ELB Scholastic League on, league ready. Tapped away, and a foul. McGlone will go back to the line. 50 to 42 the score.
His fourth personal, second team foul.
Nunez now with 4. And McGlone will go back to attempt 2 more free throws. So Mbako, the Vanderbilt commit, with 4 fouls for the Warriors. Qual with 4 fouls, and now the first member of the St. James Academy team sits on 4 fouls in the person of Joe Nunez.
Entering for the St. James Academy, number 5, Judah Bontemps.
Bontemps comes back in, along with Emmanuel Kamara.
Number 11, Zion McGlone.
And Rojas Joy returns as well.
Number 15, Diego.
We are right at the 5-minute mark, quarter number 4. 9 points the advantage now for the Warriors. They trailed by 3, correction, at halftime. Led by 6 after 3, and now they've opened up their biggest lead of the night. Second free throw on the way. McGlone is good. 8 points for him, or correction, 6 points for him. Full court press again by the Warriors. Across the timeline, into the corner. Briscoe lost it on the dribble drive, had a lane to the basket. Just lost control. It will go back to the Warriors. They lead by 10. Under 5 to go. Corbett. Lawson. Stolen away. Bontemps on his way to the basket. 1 against 2. Lays it in. And boy, what is a foul. And no foul called. Looked like a lot of contact. No whistle, and it's 2 points for Bontemps. He now has 9 on the game. Lawson, the double team. Spins out of it. Back out front to Johnson. And Oak Hill resets the offense with Smith. Smith cut off. Pulls up from 17. Back iron, no good. And they're going to get a foul on, I believe it's going to be on McGlone. It is. His second. Team foul number 3 on the Warriors here in the 4th quarter. We are just over 4 minutes to go. It is an 8-point advantage. Oak Hill across the timeline quickly to Swan, up at a 2-hand dunk, and the Strivers pull within 6. Tight defense and a timeout called by Coach John Zito. It's a 30-second timeout. 3:51 remaining in the game. 52-46. Oak Hill leads St. James Academy. Montverde and Spire later tonight. And then tomorrow, again, here on League Ready, EYBL Scholastic League at 2 o'clock. It'll be La Lumiere out of Indiana facing these Warriors from Oak Hill. And then approximately 6:30 following the 3-point contest, Spire Academy against this St. James Academy team. Happy to bring these games to you from Chattanooga. The crowd filling in slowly on a Friday night. Home team on deck. Macaulay will face La Lumiere. 11th Dr. Pepper Classic, and quite a few big-time college and professional players have gone through here. SGA once played on this court as part of the Dr. Pepper Classic when he was at Hamilton Heights Christian Academy here in Chattanooga. LJ Smith being guarded carefully by Bontemps. Qual. Defensive pressure has definitely picked up for the Strivers, and they're going to get a holding call on Bontemps. That is his second foul. A lot of these players have bright futures. Some of them we've already mentioned are verbally committed will have a lot of offers, opportunities to play at the next level, whether that's college or professional, potentially in some cases. Cut off in the corner, Smith. Back out to Quall. 3.5 to go. And a hand check call against Kamara. That'll be 3 on him.
St. James foul, number 35, Kamara. His third, team fourth.
That's the 4th team foul, so the Warriors will now be in the penalty for the remainder of the game, or the remainder of the 4th quarter at least. Johnson, top of the key, to Smith. Smith working against Bontemps. Tight defense. Spins to the right hand, off the glass, and good. 16 points for Smith. Approaching the 3-minute mark, 54-46. Oak Hill by 8. Rojas Joy between the legs. 3-pointer on the way from Bontemps. Good. Big bucket there for Spire Academy. That's 12 points for him. And at the 2:56 mark in quarter number 4, it's now a 5-point advantage, 54-49. 30-second timeout. Mentioned the players on both these teams. Briscoe for the Stribers, the 4-star, class of 27. Joel Kabugi, the junior, has offers from the likes of Alcorn State, Ryder, and LaSalle. On the Oak Hill side, Corey Corbett, the senior, offers from schools such as Bethune-Cookman, Ole Miss, South Carolina State, South Florida. We mentioned Mbako was already committed to Vanderbilt. Smith committed to Ohio State. Haven't seen much yet of Kamani, but 7-1 Julius Kamani also on this roster. You mentioned Quall offers from Alabama, Hampton, and Stetson. A lot of talent on the floor here tonight. The Warriors working against pressure. Mbako just across in time to beat the 10-second call. In fact, by maybe a half second, not much more. And now Lawson runs the point. Closing minutes here. Game number 1 of this tournament, Lawson. He has Briscoe on him, into the lane. Briscoe blocks it on the run out. Rojas Joy ahead of the pack, up with the left hand, lays it in. 4 points for him. 54-51. The Stribers pull within 3. Approaching the 2-minute mark here in quarter number 4. Corbett. Double team. Trades places with McGlone. McGlone to Quall. Quall to Mbako. Mbako tries to get the pass to Quall, knocked away, and Quall recovers it. Quall playing with 4 fouls. Mbako playing with 4 fouls. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Oak Hill. Well, clock running down. Lawson threw up a prayer, and it came off on the rebound. Apparently knocked out of bounds. I believe it was by Swan. Smith comes back in. Shot clock resets to 30. Game clock is under 2 minutes. 1:47 and counting. Quall in the corner, working against Kamara. Cut off and fades away and comes up short. Bontemps coming the other direction. Working against McGlone to the basket. Oh, a lot of contact and no foul called. Kamara comes up with it. Briscoe will try a 3, short. Kamara with another rebound. Back out front. Rojas Joy resets the offense. 54-51. 3-point differential. Minute 20 to go. 3 on the way. Rolls just out from Swan. Boy, went all the way around and came out. A minute 10 to go. 3 points is the distance between the Warriors. They lead the Stribers. Smith working against Bontemps. Mbako with it. 10 on the shot clock. Mbako cut off by Briscoe. Tough 18-footer, and he hits it. 19 points from Mbako. Quickly, Strivers come the other direction. Nice pass, Briscoe up and under, and he's fouled. He will go to the line to shoot 2, and no matter who gets that foul, they have just fouled out of the game for the Warriors. It is Quall. It was Quall and Mbako under the basket with Briscoe, and When the whistle blew, you knew one of them was about to take a seat, and it is Quall. He leaves with 11 points. And Jacoby Briscoe, 6'6" junior, to the line. First free throw was good.
11, Jacoby Briscoe at the line.
10 points for him on the night. 3 of those coming from the free throw line. Second free throw, good. 4 for 4 from the line for Briscoe, 11 points overall. And the Strivers call timeout with 38.8 remaining, 56-53. It's a full timeout. Back here at the Student Activity Center on the campus of Macaulay School, 38.8 seconds remaining here in Game 1 of the Dr. Pepper Classic. Oak Hill leads by 3, 56-53, both teams in the bonus. And they just caught a technical foul on Swan.
Academy technical foul number 1, Swan.
For reaching across the line. So the Warriors set up an inbounds play where I believe it was Smith who stepped out of bounds. And when he did, the referee just judged that Swan reached across and touched the ball, assesses the technical foul, and 2 free throws for Ethan Mbako gives him 21 points. That's a huge call because now it's a 5-point differential with 37.7 to go, and the Warriors get the ball back. Boy, big call there, much to the dismay of Coach Book Richardson. And I'll admit, I did not see the contact out of bounds from my angle, but that is the assessment of the official. Mbako to the basket, loses it. And they're going to call a foul, and Mbako will go to the line again. Now there's a discussion between the officials. And Coach Richardson very unhappy with that call. That will go against
St. James foul number 1, Swan.
Swan. 4 against him. Boy, a couple of very difficult calls the last couple of minutes, at least from the perspective of the Strivers. Mbako hits another free throw.
At the free throw line for the Warriors, number 3,
Lawson comes back in. As a moments ago, a 3-point lead. The call of a technical foul on the inbounds. That led to 3 free throws, and then another foul on what the Strivers thought was just a turnover. And here they come, counterattack. No good. Briscoe up with it, loses control. Under 20 to go, alley-oop. And Zion McGlone slams it down. The winner of the slam dunk contest gets 2 there. Under 10 to go, 9 points is the advantage. Coming the other way for the dunk is Jada Swan.
with the St. James basket.
1 second to go. Heave at the horn is no good.
Your final score, the Oak Hill Academy Warriors.
So game 1 in the books here at the Dr. Pepper Classic. Exciting ball game in the EYBL Scholastic League between the Oak Hill Warriors and the St. James Academy Strivers. Let's give you the Stats from the first game.
Auto Group Most Valuable Player from Oak Hill Academy, number 3,
Ethan Mbako just being announced as the MVP of the game. And let's give you the scoring overall. First of all, for the victors from Mouth of Wilson, Virginia, the Oak Hill Warriors. They were led in scoring by Ethan Mbako. They just announced that he had 21 points, but I have 23 on my score sheet. That's unofficial. I have him with 23. LJ Smith chipped in 16. 11 points for Qual, including a very important 7-point offensive burst in the third quarter that took the Warriors from a deficit to a lead. 8 points for Zion McGlone, all coming in the fourth quarter, including 4 for 4 from the line. And 4 points for Cam Lawson. And now for the Strivers from the St. James Academy. They were led in scoring by Judah Bontemps with 12 points. 11 points for Jacoby Briscoe. 12 points also for Jada Swan. So Swan and Bontemps both with 12 points. 11 points for Jacoby Briscoe. 5 points each for Joe Nunez and Luis Carrillo Moss. 2 points each for Diego Rojas Joy and Joel Kabugi. So the Warriors go to 4-4 in the conference, 1-2 in the Eastern Division, and the Strivers fall to 1-7 overall in the conference and 1-2 in the Eastern Division. Game 1 in the books. 62-55, the Warriors defeat the Strivers. We'll be back here at the Macaulay School approximately 9 p.m. tonight. Number 6, Montverde, and number 1, Spire Academy. In between, Macaulay will face La Lumiere. We'll give you the score of that. We come back for game 2. We'll see you back here in just over 2 hours. From the campus of Macaulay School, this is David Eastman saying so long for now on League Ready. We'll see you in a couple hours.